Hi, babe.
Hey, babe.
Oh, wait. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Is
everybody.
anyone still watching these?
I don't know.
Do you think?
I don't dare look at the metrics.
I mean, it would definitely be a hit to the self-esteem.
Yeah, probably.
But I feel like we don't do this necessarily for other people other than mom, right?
I know.
We do this basically for us.
I think our last video, Mom was here.
Is that
I
the
think we
last?
even mentioned it. Yeah.
And she wouldn't come on camera.
No. Did we talk about why my mom was here?
I don't know.
We
Okay,
were,
wait, hold on. While we still have him,
oh, hi.
have they met Mario?
Yeah, in like 8 videos.
Really?
You can hear him
Mario,
whining.
can I have kisses? Can I have kisses?
He doesn't want to give you kisses.
He just wants to snip. It's like a thing when I wear lipstick. He sniffs my lips when I'm wearing lipstick. Kisses? Oh, thank you.
Oh,
There we go. Okay, so
he's
what we're
licked more
saying,
nose foundation makeup
you
in his
know.
life.
What do you mean? This is my perfect skin.
No filters on the camera here.
None and no
None.
makeup.
Mario is this is Mario Speedwagon, as you've met before in other videos, and he's a little whiny baby, and tonight he's being extra whiny. So as we were sitting here, he was like, I need to get in your lap.
Pay attention to
Pay
me.
attention to me. Sort of like me. I'm like, pay attention to
You
me, baby.
are.
Okay, you don't need to agree that fast.
So I was talking to a client earlier, and she is in her 50s, and she has never been married.
Okay. We call that a
So,
spinster.
I mean, do
Well, we
we?
don't, well, maybe like 40, 50 years ago, that's
Yeah.
what they were called.
Yeah. So, or like 100. But so she was talking about how her fiance's love language is touch.
Okay.
And she's like, I've been on my own for 54 years. And we're driving in the car and he wants to, put his hand on my leg and be up like this all the time. And I'm at my desk and he comes up behind me and he's kissing my forehead and everything. And I was just cracking up because that's what Randy does. So,
But I don't want to be touched, and I'm working on that.
no, it's weird.
No, it's not weird. I don't have a super explanation for you, but I think it's a confidence, self-esteem thing. Like if you touch me or something like that, you're gonna realize that I'm like fat, and then you're not gonna like me anymore, or something like that.
I'm not gonna like you
There's
anymore.
you know, I feel. By the way, I'm Randy,
I'm Beth.
and we're the
You
Carters.
could be super fat and I would still love you.
I hope to not be
I
super fat.
mean,
Like that's a
it's not
healthy.
healthy,
No, like
right?
you can get clogged arteries and
Bad knees
yeah.
and
Yeah, I want to try and stay healthy in my very old age. When you start getting the AARP, I feel like the AARP letters started coming early. Like I'm not that
I mean,
old.
I feel like they started coming at 49.
Well, now everybody knows I'm older than 49. Thanks, Beth.
Anyway, so I was like talking her through it. And I was like, it's it's different for sure to be with somebody who is very touchy-feely. Now, what's funny is I'm super touchy-feely with friends,
Hmm.
but in a relationship, I'm not. So
Yeah.
I'm working on that.
I think it's because you're flirty and you don't need to be flirty with the person in your relationship. You
Mm,
would be,
but I feel like I should be.
well, I don't know. I read the love languages book, and so I'm kind of an expert now. There's a book, The Five Languages of Love, or whatever it's called. I did no research. Beth asked me to read it a while ago. She thought it would be good. I didn't love the writing. I thought there was weird slants to the book that were a little weird and creepy and misogynistic. But
It's an old book.
it is an older book, but I think he does the doctor, whatever wrote it, updates it over time. But what I could glean from the book, and I thought it was helpful and was good.
Gleam, that's a good word.
Thank you. At least you believe me that that's a real word. We have
How
another.
many different stories are we offshooting
We're
today?
gonna tangent a lot. The dog is tired of my shit. He's already moved, sitting
Yeah.
behind Beth. He's laying down behind Beth. Okay. Um, yeah, Beth doesn't believe when I use certain words that they're real words. She never believes. But you believe glean is a real word?
I know glean is a real
Oh, okay.
word.
Got it. I thought the book was really like if you boil it down to the love languages, I think they do make sense. And you
Hmm.
can definitely see what different people are. So if you've
Which you
not
should
read,
probably read The Blinkist instead of reading the whole book if you haven't read it.
yeah, the what?
The Blinkist.
I don't know what that is.
It's like for people that don't want to read a whole book, they just want like the
Oh,
Cliff Note. It's like the
oh,
online Cliff Notes.
online clip notes. Is it called The Five Languages of Love? Is that the name of the
Five
book?
love
Five
languages.
Love Languages. I did find it helpful. And, that's not normally a book you would expect to see me reading. I would probably be reading my brother Bill's book, Fire and Wrath, or a Stephen King book, or something like that, or a comic book.
That are we getting paid for that plug?
Pay for that. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as my brother hits it big,
Yeah. Okay.
William F. Carter on Amazon. So it's called Fire and Wrath. The point is that I really was able to, you know, shuck away any of the uh, baloney in the book and just really boil it down. And I could see the different type of love languages. And I think that's important. And I think it was important for me to read. And I was glad you suggested that to me.
Yeah.
So you guys should all read that too, or read the Blinkist. Blinkist? Did I say
Blinkist.
the Blinkist version of that?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I felt like the guy who wrote that book so he could tell his wife that she was his servant. That was her love language, and then he could get her to do whatever. And his love language was to not have one. Anyway, totally different story off topic. But my mom was here.
We're back to that.
Donna was here not that long ago, and she was here because we were having a 1 year wedding anniversary party. And we decided to delay it from the week of our wedding to like a month and a half later for when my mom was going to be visiting. And hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
And we had
And
the
surprise.
right surprise. And why did we wait? Not only just so my mom could be a part of it, but we had a sneaky little plan, didn't we?
So she had very, very, very sadly not been able to come to the wedding.
Mhm.
And it was devastating for both of us.
Yeah.
Especially like I don't have a mom anymore, and she's become momish to me,
Yeah.
and you guys are so, so close.
I'm so close. I talk to my mom every day, and I'm probably like a year or 2 years behind on this, but my mom says to tell you that she loves you and to give you a hug or the dog. And she said it to me every single day when I get out of the car, and I always forget it by the time I get in from the garage. So, like, I have a year and a half to 2 years worth of those from my mom.
Probably
She
like
loves
seven
you.
years worth
Maybe
of
7 years
them.
worth.
Love you, Donna.
And my mom and my stepdad Larry were devastated that they couldn't go. Things are better now, but they weren't able to go at the time. They missed the
Super
wedding.
sad.
Yep.
Super sad. So Donna was coming up to visit just for, well, we don't need to talk about that. She was just coming up to visit. And we realized that, well, wait a second, if we push off our anniversary party, then she can come. And wait a second, if she can come, why don't we renew our vows?
Yes.
So we renewed our vows.
We renewed our vows. Our friend Renee, the one who was always writing in the
The sex stuff.
wedding sex stuff in the wedding cards, she was our what'd you call her?
Officiant.
Our officiant, and she did an amazing job.
Incredible.
Amazing job. I wanted to cry at what she was saying. Like, you're not supposed to cry at what the officiant says.
You did cry at what she said.
No, I don't. That's not how I remember any of it.
Mm.
But we were able to. Maybe we'll even throw up a picture if we think about it, right up in the middle of us here. I don't know how pointing works. Just so you could see us there. There's some cute little pictures. We did it in our backyard. We had 25 or 30 of our friends with us there, and we sprung it on most of them, some of them, because we forgot to
What
tell
was the
them.
best was that, I mean, obviously she didn't know coming over to the house. She didn't know, she thought she was just going to a cookout.
Yeah.
So she was wearing a t-shirt and jeans.
She was wearing a t-shirt with my band shirt.
Yeah, so she had a Swarm of Eyes t-shirt on. Swarm of Eyes. Swarm of Eyes. You
Yeah,
can look it up if you
well,
don't
it's on all social
know
media. We have a
already.
website,
Yeah.
swarmofeyes.com.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that was like a big date night event. And so we
Yeah.
probably talked about my mom being here, but when we recorded the video, we couldn't tell you why. And it went perfect. Beth got dressed up and gorgeous. You'll be able to see it in the dress in the photo right here. Here. And I look like a homeless bum, but
You did not.
compared to you, you look like you
You're
were
so
ready for
handsome
you look
all
like
the
you were ready
time.
for the runway. And we came out dressed. We got changed and then got dressed. Is the dog licking himself while I'm telling the story?
No, he's licking the air.
Oh, okay. And
They can't hear
we
it.
came out and saw her, and then we grabbed her and we brought her down. And our friends Tommy and Casey brought out the little arch behind us, and we had a little chair that Beth and Amanda decorated with little, like, you know, decorations and stuff on to make the fancy the chirp so my mom could be front and center for the
And
ceremony.
ooh, Donna cried.
I don't feel like she cried enough. I feel like she could
She
have.
cried
I feel
plenty.
like she could have cried a
I feel
little
like that's
more.
what you said to me at the wedding.
So
You're really needy with the
we
crying.
had a fantastic. Well, that's because I'm curious why everybody doesn't cry as much as me. Literally, like the great finale of the Great British Baking Show, I'm crying. Like
You're going through
commercial.
the change, babe. Speaking of that, where's my fan?
It's right here.
Whew.
How to turn it on?
Yeah.
Okay. So the fan looks blurry to the people. Is it like because it's not like in focus?
The people, to the
To
people.
the people, I don't
Um,
know what am I doing?
Stick your hand in it, it'll stop.
So yeah, I'll just stick my hand right in the fan.
Yeah, it's soft.
So that was a good day night. And then we're catching you guys up because it's been a couple of weeks. And then it was my birthday. We had a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful date night with a whole bunch of our friends at a wonderful dinner at a local restaurant we'd never been to.
It was like a little pub that was tiny, but like an old timey pub.
Right. It was actually built in 1812
Oh,
and it's haunted.
we don't talk about that.
Well, we can't because we're not there.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it.
We had the whole upstairs to ourselves, nice and private. The food was all amazing. I had filet, and everybody had just the focaccia bread. It's called Wyndham Restaurant, and the focaccia bread that they made,
So good.
it was
But like
absolutely amazing.
the best thing was we just laughed. Like all night we laughed. Like it was such a good group of people. Like we are so lucky to have some amazing, amazing
Yeah,
friends.
absolutely. One of our friends, John and Joanne, got me this shirt for my birthday.
Yeah.
If you can't see it, it's little Star Wars with the Japanese aesthetic. Is that
Yeah.
the word? Is that a good
Yeah,
word?
it's good.
Yeah. So.
And then Randy whined enough that I ended up inviting him to my company retreat in Florida. Like he guilted me.
I never even brought it up.
You
I was
absolutely
like, oh my
did.
goodness, 5 days of being able to do nothing and sit on the couch.
You did not. He's such a liar. Whenever I go away, he's like, I'm gonna miss you so
Oh
much.
yeah,
I'm gonna
but I
sleep on
also,
your pillow and I'm gonna wear your clothes. And
well, that's just most days.
I mean, yeah. So,
Smell your pillow. Oh, I have a photo of your pillow from when we were in Florida at your retreat. I'm going to put that right up here on the screen for everybody to see. Boy, I hope I remember to edit this in later. This is going to look really weird.
maybe next time we'll tell them about our Florida trip because I feel like this video is getting a little
A little
long.
long in the tooth here, but that's okay. Beth had a wonderful company retreat, BBA bookkeeping. Brought all of our people that were available to be able to go and had an amazing 4 or 5 days. And I chauffeured them around and went to the grocery store and took care of any of the needs they needed. I was the servant.
So we're doing this now.
That was it. That was the retrospective.
And we swim with dolphins and we swim in like the biggest, most amazing lazy river that I've ever seen in my life.
I was not a part of that. That was the
He was
company retreat.
not
I just
invited to
chauffeured them.
that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, no, he was amazing. He was our like pool boy and anything else boy that we
Ordered the
needed.
food, got the food,
Yeah.
chauffeured.
But it was great. It was great because like my team's all over the country. So I don't get to like two of the people that were there I had never met before in real life.
Right?
So it was just like awesome to hug them and say hi and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Anyway, we're getting really long-winded, so I think we should stop.
Yeah, but that's our not stop. I think we should definitely read at least one of the cards.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll do a quick card.
We'll do a quick card. We're still going through the cards from our wedding shower that people gave us advice and wedding
Can you believe
tips
we
and
still
stuff.
have more?
Have more. So we're gonna read one here. We're gonna read one each. I've got an advice and wishes. You want to read a
Date night?
date
Okay.
night idea? All right. Stick with us. Coming right up. All right. Ladies first. Do you want to go first?
Okay. Concert night out, but it must be a sing-along show.
Oh, well, you know what?
We kind of did that.
We did the dueling pianos, and we sang along to some of the fun
Yeah, we
songs.
talked about that because you dedicated
Well, I wanted
Werewolves in London.
Werewolves of London. Well, I wanted him to play the song, and at the last minute, I was like, well, I should probably like dedicate one to my wife. Maybe somebody else did dedicate it to someone. And I was like, but I had already like
Like you could have chosen a better love song.
dun, 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 dun.
Okay, what's yours say?
This is advice and wishes. Number one, when times are tough, remember your why. Live in the moment. You do. You have to stop to smell the flowers, no matter how cliche that is. Appreciate each other. Show your love in all the languages. Oh, that was fitting. That really does say
I
that.
did not plan that.
We did not plan that. Show your love. And why is the filter on this camera and it does not focus on things?
Oh,
Where's my chin? Like this, I don't even have a chin anymore, like a jawline.
exactly.
I have no
It's
jawline.
great.
It's just
I only have one. I only
just-
have one chin in this.
like this. And I'm not sure what Jamie?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
Megan.
Yes, I know who she is a friend and a fellow bookkeeper to you. Maybe one of the best bookkeepers you've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
So hello, Jamie, and thanks for all that. Live in the moment, appreciate each other, show your love in all the languages.
It's so good to remember that because you can get so complacent.
You can get complacent and take people for granted. And I don't ever want to take you for granted. You should never take your significant other for granted. Make sure you tell them all the time how much you love them, even if you don't have to. We actually are funny. We don't need to say it all the time. We've gotten a little extra lovey.
But what's interesting is the why, right? Like the why you love them.
Yeah.
So like I totally watched The Bachelor, which is embarrassing because this season is awful. Is anyone watching
I
this
can edit
season?
this out if you like.
Awful. But she was asking one of the guys what he said he loved her. And she was like, I don't know how you love me already. And she was like, what do you love about me? And he like couldn't answer it. He kept coming up with all these different I don't know, like when two people are in love, they blah 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 and the future and and blah, and all the other guys are like listening in and they're like, what is he even saying? Like he's not it's similar to the debate.
I can't
Like
believe
you don't even understand what he's
I can't
saying.
believe I missed that.
But like he couldn't say like what he even likes about her as a person.
Right.
Like there's one thing to have like that, like physical attraction and be like, yeah, love you.
But you don't. So my suspicion would be, not having caught up to seeing that episode, is sometimes people will say what they think the other person wants to hear. This person clearly wants to love somebody. This person wants to get married. We're on a game show.
Yeah.
And he might be just saying what he thinks she wants to say. Maybe he also doesn't understand what love is. People confuse sex for love. People confuse attention for love.
I love how we're coming across as these like love experts when our previous lives before each other was such shit shows.
I thought that's what the show was. We're giving people advice, relationship advice.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Oh, I'm cut off.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Mwah.
Love you. Bye.
Date night, it's date